paradise, this world that I found, too good to be true. Standing here beside you, want so much to give you, this love in my heart that I'm feeling for you. Let them say we're crazy, don't care about that. Put your hand in my hand, baby, don't ever look back. Let the world around us just fall apart. Maybe we can make it if we're heart to heart. And we can build this dream together, standing strong forever. Nothing's gonna stop us now. And if this world runs out of lovers, we'll still have each other. Nothing's gonna stop us. Nothing's gonna stop us now. Oh, oh, oh. gonna do? Let them say we're crazy. What do they know? Put your arms around me, baby, don't ever let go. Let the world around us just fall apart. Maybe we can make it if we're heart to heart. And we can build this dream together, standing strong forever. Nothing's gonna stop us now. And if this world runs out of lovers, we'll still have each other. Nothing's gonna stop us. Nothing's gonna stop us. Ooh, all that I need is you. All that I ever need. Oh, what I wanna do, yeah, is hold you forever, forever and ever. And we can build this dream together, standing strong forever. Nothing's gonna stop us now. If this world runs out of lovers, we'll still have each other. Nothing's gonna stop us. Nothing's gonna stop us. No, baby, nothing's gonna stop us now. Whoa. Woo. Nothing's gonna stop us now. Nothing's gonna stop us now. Hey, folks. How we doing today? Hope everyone's having a good Sunday. I haven't been able to get that song out of my mind for days. I don't know what it is about that. That was by Starship. It's a #1 hit from 1987. It's also a theme song from a long-forgotten romantic comedy movie from 1987. It was with Andrew McCarthy and Kim Cattrall, called Mannequin. Also had Misach Taylor from Designing Women fame. Had a role in that show. Anyway, I don't know. It's a feel-good song from my childhood. So we got some requests already in the tank here, and I'm going to do my best to honor all of them. The first thing I want to do today is pay tribute to our friend in the community, Kevin Tavares, who I'm not sure is probably able to join us today because his wife had a baby this morning. Their first. A son. He's feeling pretty overwhelmed with love today, and he wrote me a note ahead of the show and asked if I could play this song for him and his wife and their new little bundle of joy. And I've never played this song before, so I took the 30 minutes leading into our program here and did nothing but listen to this song over and over and figure it out, because I did not want to disappoint someone on a day of this magnitude. This is by James Taylor, and this is for our friend Kevin. And folks, please write in the comments your own congratulations to Kevin and his family. I'm sure that it will be heartwarming for them to receive well wishes from all over the globe. There is a young cowboy, he lives on the range. His horse and his cattle are his only companions. He works in the saddle and he sleeps in the canyons, waiting for summer, his pastures to change. And as the moon rises, he sits by his fire, thinking about women and glasses of beer, and closing his eyes as the doggies retire. He sings out a song which is soft and it's clear, and maybe if someone could hear. Good night, you moonlight ladies, rock-a-bye, sweet baby James. Deep greens and blues are the colors I choose. Won't you let me go down in my dreams and rock-a-bye, sweet baby James. Now the 1st of December was covered with snow, and so was the turnpike from Stockbridge to Boston, though the Berkshires seemed dreamlike on account that frosty, with 10 miles behind me and 10,000 more to go. There's a song that they sing when they take to the highway, a song that they sing when they take to the sea, a song that they sing of their home in the sky. Maybe you believe it if it helps you to sleep, but singing works just fine for me. So good night, you moonlight ladies, rock-a-bye, sweet baby James. The deep greens and blues are the colors I choose. Won't you let me go down in my dreams and rock-a-bye, sweet baby James. So good night, you moonlight ladies, rock-a-bye, sweet baby James. Deep greens and blues are the colors I choose. Won't you let me go down in my dreams and rock-a-bye, sweet baby James. Congratulations, Kevin. You're in for a wonderful ride, I have no doubt. Okay. So let's pick the pace up a little bit. This is one of the first requests that I saw today. It came in over the Facebook chat, over a Facebook chat that I have. And then we'll say hi to some people, see who's here, all that good stuff. Anyway, we're going to go back to 1972 here by request of our resident unicorn woman, Ruth Hooker. This is by Chicago back in the jazz rock fusion days. Off their 1972 classic, Chicago 5, and it's called Saturday in the Park.
July, Saturday in the park, I think it was the 4th of July. People talking, people smiling, a man selling ice cream, singing Italian songs. It compare said naive, can you dig it? Yes, I can. Been waiting such a long time for Saturday. Another day in the park, I think it was the 4th of July. Another day in the park, I think it was the 4th of July. People talking, really smiling, a man playing guitar, singing for a song. Will you help him change the world? Can you dig it? Yes, I can. Been waiting such a long time for Saturday. So motion riders fly the colors of the day. A bronze man still can't tell stories his own way. Listen, children, all is not lost. All is not lost. Oh, 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 well, funny days in the park. Every day's the 4th of July. Funny days in the park. Every day's the 4th of July. People reaching, really touching, a real celebration, waiting for a song. If we want it, really want it, can you dig it? Yes, I can. Been waiting such a long time for the day. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah. Ooh, ooh, uh-huh.
All right, let's say hi to some folks. Let's see who's here today. Our friend Daniel Rueda Ramirez is here. He's got 3 options for me. He says Stiletto by Billy Joel, I'm Still Standing, or Funeral for a Friend by Elton John. I will definitely try to get at least one of those in. Thanks for joining us, Daniel. I love those songs, all 3 of them. Don in Saskatoon is joining us. Saskatoon, Saskatchewan, he says. Happy Sunday, Monday, Steve and everyone. From Don in Saskatoon, I hope all are doing very well. I'm feeling nostalgic today. Do you have any Wilson Pickett or Arlo Guthrie in the tickle trunk? I have just the thing for you in a few minutes here, Don. Thank you for the request. Good to see you. Our friend Moritz in Graz, Austria is here. He says, can you please play Tougher Than the Rest by Bruce Springsteen? Oh, Moritz, I'm going to let you down. I don't know that one. Sorry, bud. If there's something else you'd like to hear, please drop it in the comments a little bit lower, and I'll try to help you out. But that one is, I'm not that well versed in the Boss. I should be, but I'm just not. Sam Jackson's in the house. I'm doing great, sir. Gracias, mi amigo. Dan's Film says, hello, Steve. Do you think you could do Angry Young Man? Yeah, I might be able to do that. I need to get a little more warmed up before I try to sing that one, I think. But I'll try to remember to get that one in the set. Thanks, Dan's. Al Smith is here from Kauai, Hawaii. Oh, I'm jealous. I want to be in Hawaii right now. Daniel E. says, did you play American Pie by Don McLean or Sleeping with the Television On? Yeah, I'm sure we can get one of those in. Thanks. Appreciate it, Daniel. Stian. Is it Stian? Might just be Stian. Stian, or I'm not sure how to say it. I apologize if I'm getting your name. If I'm mispronouncing your name, I have good intentions. But hello from Norway. Thanks for joining us. And Jakob in Denmark is here. Leningrad. Yeah, I could play Leningrad today. Thank you, Jakob. I appreciate that. Stian, I do not know Recover Your Soul. I'm sorry. I would play that for you if I knew it. My bad. He says, Al Smith said, thank for Charlie on the MTA. Good son for you when you do senior home shows. A good song for you. Oh, right. I just talked about that at one of my Q&As, and I don't know that song for real. Like, I haven't sat down and learned the whole thing. It wouldn't take very long, but right now if I tried to do it, I'd botch it pretty good because I don't remember how the melody goes, but that would be a good song for that. Anything from that folk music would be great for that. Hey, Ruth. Hope you enjoyed your Chicago fix there. All right. KG Money says, hey, Steve, could you maybe play You're the Inspiration? Some 80s Chicago, too. See what we can do with that. Andrew Smith, Tuesday's Gone with the Wind. I'm sure I could play it, but I'm not familiar enough with that song. I think it's by Skinnerd. I apologize, Andrew. I'm not familiar enough with it to fake my way through it today. Fernando's here. He says, hey, Steve Maestro, happy to see your show. Thank you. And Betty Ann Burgess in Mesquite. Glad that I'm here for you. Well, I'm glad you're here for me, I got to tell you. Okay, well, let's get started with some of these requests, and we'll say hi to more people as we go. Arlo Guthrie. By request by our friend Don in Saskatoon. Arlo's most famous thing that he ever did, interestingly enough, and those of you who are not familiar with Arlo Guthrie, he is the son of sort of the king of folk music, Woody Guthrie. Anyway, Arlo is a singer-songwriter, but the most famous thing that he ever cut was actually somebody else's song. A young man named Steve Goodman had the most success that he ever had as a songwriter with this. And Steve Goodman's a kid who was diagnosed with terminal cancer at a very young age, and so he said, I don't know how much time I got left, but I'm going to go make the most of it. And he went to Nashville to be a songwriter, and he broke through and had a few hits, and this was his biggest one. He got to play it for some big crowds and got to see this ride up the charts and all of that, and then died way too young. But I'll always appreciate this delightful piece of music that he left behind for us about not just a train, but a way of life. It's called The City of New Orleans. cut by Arlo Guthrie. Riding on the city of New Orleans, Illinois Central, Monday morning rail. 15 cars and 15 restless riders, 3 conductors, 25 sacks of mail. And all along the Odyssey, the train pulls out of Kankakee and rolls along past houses, farms, and fields, passing trains that have no name, and freight yards full of old gray men, and the graveyards of the rusted automobiles. Good morning, America, how are you? Said, don't you know me? I'm your native son. I'm the train they call the city of New Orleans. I'll be gone 500 miles when the day is done, dealing cards with the old man in the club car. Penny a point, ain't no one keeping score. Pass that paper bag that holds the bottle. Feel the wheels rumble beneath the floor. And the sons of Pullman porters and the sons of engineers ride their father's magic carpets made of steel. And mothers with their babes asleep are rocking to the gentle beat, and the rhythm of the rails is all they feel. Good morning, America, how are you? Don't you know me? I'm your native son. I'm the train they call the city of New Orleans. And I'll be gone 500 miles when the day is done. Nighttime on the city of New Orleans, changing cars in Memphis, Tennessee. Halfway home, we'll be there by morning. Through the Mississippi darkness, rolling down to the sea. But the towns and all the people seem to fade into a big bad dream, and the steel rail still ain't heard the news. The conductor sings his songs again. The passengers will please refrain. This train's got the disappearing railroad blues. Good night, America, how are ya? Don't you know me? I'm your native son. I'm the train they call the city of New Orleans. And I'll be gone 500 miles when the day is done. I'm the train they call the city of New Orleans. And I'll be gone 500 miles when the day is done. All right, that's for our friend Don in Saskatoon. Let's try something that is in the requests here. It's a little challenging. I haven't done for a while, so there could be some mistakes, but that's part of what makes it fun, right? Gong, 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 gong.
Candles in the window box, tilted to one side. Everything about this house born to grow and die. It doesn't seem a year ago on this very day. You said, I'm sorry, honey, if I don't change the pace, can't last another day. And love lies bleeding in my hands. It kills me to think of you with another man. I was playing rock and roll, you were just a fan. My guitar couldn't notice, so split the band. And love lies bleeding in my hands. Wonder if those changes left a scar on you, like all those burning hoops of fire you and I passed through. You're a bluebird on a telegraph line, hope you're happy now. Yeah, the winds of change coming down your way, girl, you'll make it back somehow. And love lies bleeding in my hands. It kills me to think of you with another man. I was playing rock and roll, you were just a man. My guitar couldn't notice, so I split the band. Now love lies bleeding in my hands. And love lies bleeding in my hands. It kills me to think of you with another man. Was playing rock and roll, you were just a fan. The guitar couldn't notice, so I split the band. Now love lies bleeding in my hands.
Thank you for the request there. Okay. Just catching back up with the comments here. Lars Matheson says, "Hey Steve, nice haircut." You noticed? All right, okay, yeah. I must say I feel a bit shameless tonight. What about you? Okay, well, I suppose I could feel shameless. This is a song that was written in 1989. And it was made super famous a year later in 1990 by a different artist, actually 1991. Billy Joel wrote this and put it on his album Stormfront in 1989. And then Garth Brooks recorded it on an album he put out in 1991 called Rope in the Wind and had a #1 country hit with it. My version's sort of a blend of the two, but there's a lot of connective tissue between the way they performed it. So, all right, here we go. For Lars, let's all feel a little shameless, shall we? I'm shameless when it comes to loving you. I'll do anything you want me to. I'll do anything at all. And I'm standing here for all the world to see. Baby, there ain't that much left of me that is very far to fall. You know now I'm not a man who's ever been insecure about the world I've been living in. I don't break easy, I have my pride. But if you need to be satisfied, I'm shameless. Honey, I don't ever pray. Every time I see you standing there, I go down upon my knees. I'm changing, swore I'd never compromise. Hey, but you convinced me otherwise. I'll do anything you please. Seeing all my life I never found what I couldn't resist, what I couldn't turn down. Could walk away from anyone I ever knew, but I can't walk away from you. Haven't never let anything have this much control over me. I work too hard to call my life my own. I made myself a world and it's worked so perfectly. But it's your world now, I can't refuse. I've never had so much to lose. You know it should be easy for a man who's strong to say he's sorry or admit when he's wrong. Never lost anything I ever missed. I've never been in love like this. It's out of my hands. I'm shameless. I don't have the power now. I don't want it anyhow. So I gotta let it go. I'm shameless. Shameless as a man can be. You can make a total fool of me. I just wanted you to know I'm shameless. Get down on my knees. Totally shameless. You say I'm down on my knees, shameless. Hey, I'm down on my knees. My name is Caleb 1000 says I'd love to hear some Arthur's Theme by Christopher Cross. Oh, boy, someone's speaking my language today. I love this song. I love this artist. Christopher Cross has such a great voice. Very talented writer, very talented guitar player. And I love this song, and I love the movie it came from, and I love the people that wrote it. I love the arrangement they did. This was written by a group of writers, including Christopher Cross, but also including Burt Bacharach, one of the great American songwriters and producers of all time, and his longtime writing partner. Who was that? I can't remember the name. I feel bad, but Burt Bacharach was in on it. There were about 4 writers. Anyway, when I saw Christopher Cross in concert, he dedicated this to the memory of the person that played Arthur in the movie, Dudley Moore, who, in addition to being a jovial and delightful comedic actor, was also a breathtakingly brilliant classical pianist and jazz pianist in his own right. So, anyway, send this up for Caleb, but also for Christopher Cross and for the late Dudley Moore, and pay a little homage to one of the great songwriters of all time, Mr. Burt Bacharach. Once in your life you find someone who turns your heart around. Next thing you know, you're closing down the town. You wake up and it's still with you, even though you left away across town, wondering to yourself, hey, what have I found? When you get caught between the moon and New York City, I know it's crazy, but it's true. If you get caught
the best that you can do, the best that you can do is fall in love. All that he does is he pleases. All of his life is a master's choice. Deep in his heart, he's just a boy, living his life one day at a time and having himself a pretty good time, laughing about the way they want him to be. When you get caught between the moon and New York City, I know it's crazy, but it's true. If you get caught between the moon and New York City, the best that you can do, the best that you can do is fall in love. When you get caught between the moon and New York City, I know it's crazy, but it's true. If you get caught between the moon and New York City, the best that you can do, best that you can do is fall in love. I know it's crazy, but it's true. When you get caught between the moon and New York City, the best that you can do, the best that you can do is fall in love.
Thanks for that request. I love that song. All right. It says songwriter Dermot McMahon. Hi, Steve. Greetings from Ireland. Well, hello to you, sir. Good to have you with us. David Gilbert King from Moscow, Russia. Well, thank you very much for tuning in. We had a request for this earlier, and now seems like the perfect time to play it. This was originally requested by Jakob in Denmark, but I'm thrilled to know that we have someone watching from Russia, and this song is about understanding the difference between people and government. Really, it's about. It's not really a song about politics. It's more about a song. It's more of a song about how sometimes we can draw conclusions about people because of politics or cultural differences, and then when we get to know the people, it turns out that they're just like we are. And so while I am not at all happy with the leader of Russia right now, the leader of the Russian government, I have friends from Russia, and it's very meaningful in my life to have close friends in places like that that I was maybe taught to be a little biased against growing up, and it's been very healing to meet them and cherish them in my life, because they are just like us, and we're just like them. And this song is called Leningrad, and that's exactly what it's about. So I send this out for Jakob, who asked for it, and to our friend David, watching from Moscow, Russia. Victor was born in the spring of 44 and never saw his father anymore. A child of sacrifice, a child of war, another son who never had a father after Leningrad. Went off to school and learned to serve the states, follow the rules, and drank his vodka straight. The only way to live was drown the hate. Russian life was very sad, such was life in Leningrad. And I was born in 49, a Cold War kid in McCarthy time. Stop 'em at the 38th parallel, blast those yellow reds to hell. Cold War kids were hard to kill, under their desk in an air raid drill. Haven't they heard we won the war? What do they keep on fighting for? Victor was sent to some Red Army town, served out his time, became a circus clown. The greatest happiness we'd ever found was making Russian children glad. The children lived in Leningrad. Children lived in Levittown and hid in the shelters underground till the Soviets turned the ships around and tore those Cuban missiles down. In that bright October sun, we knew our childhood days were done. I watched my friends go off to war. What do they keep on fighting for? So my child and I came to this place to meet him eye to eye, and face to face made my daughter laugh. And then we embraced. We never knew what friends we had till we came to Leningrad. Here's our friend Brian Sharbowitz. Thanks for tuning in, buddy. Thank you. Happy 4th to you as well. Moko wants to hear some Beatles. All right, Maritz, this I can do. I can remember what key to do this in. There are places my life. Just cleaning the cobwebs out. Do 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 do. Let's see how this one goes. This is from Moritz in Austria.
There are places I'll remember all my life, though some have changed, some forever, not for better. Some have gone and some remain. All these places had their moments with lovers and friends I still can recall. Some are dead and some are living. In my life I've loved them all. But of all these friends and lovers, there is no one compares with you. And these memories lose their meaning when I think of love as something new. Though I know I'll never lose affection for people and things that went before, I know I'll often stop and think about them. In my life, I love you more. I know that I'll never lose affection for people and things that went before. I know I'll often stop and think about them. In my life, I love you more. In my life, I love you more.
That was one of those times where I got to the little like piano break and went, how in the hell does this go again? So, sorry, it's a little disjointed there. And then at the end there, I was like, am I going to have like is it going to work? Am I going to go, in my life? Or am I going to have a Peter Brady moment and go, I love doing these things live. Timothy, hey, thanks for the comment. I appreciate that. Can I play Honesty? Yeah, I might be able to do that one. See, Betty Ann, who I haven't seen in far too long. This is some Bob Dylan for Max. He was in a bad escalator accident. He's going to be okay. Okay, good. Good. I'm not sure what an escalator accident looks like, but we will do some Bob Dylan for you, my friend. Let me see. The question is, which of the 1,000 Bob Dylan songs should we do? This one to me is sort of like, to me this is the song that really is like what Bob Dylan was all about. It's from his early kind of acoustic days. And I also think that the message of the song applies to this time that we're in with the information age and technology changing everything so quickly, and so many of our structures and our institutions are sort of having to be rethought because the way that they had been don't really serve the new world that's emerged out of the information age. And so it's a time of great rapid change, and that's what this song was about in the mid-'60s when it came out. Come gather round people wherever you roam. Admit that the waters around you have grown, and accept it that soon you'll be drenched to the bone. If your time to you is worth saving, you better start swimming or you'll sink like a stone, for the times they are a-changin'. Come writers and critics who prophesize with your pen, and keep your eyes wide, the chance won't come again. And don't speak too soon, for the wheel's still in spin. There's no telling what that's its naming. Oh, wait. There's no telling who that it's naming, for the loser now will be later to win, for the times they are a-changin'. Come senators, congressmen, please heed the call. Don't stand in the doorway, don't block up the wall, for he that gets hurt will be he who has stalled. The battle outside now is raging, will soon shake your windows and rattle your walls, for the times they are a-changin'. Come mothers and fathers throughout the land, don't criticize what you can't understand. Your sons and your daughters are beyond your command. Your old road is rapidly aging. Please get out of the new one if you can lend your hand, for the times they are a-changin'. The line it is drawn, and the curse it is cast. The slow one now will later be fast, as the present now will later be past. The order is rapidly fading, and the first one now will later be last, for the times they are a-changin'. Well, Bob Dylan there for my friend Max Burgess. Mike Lauder, or Lauder, excuse me. Thanks, Mike. He says, first time seeing you live, but I've watched most of your videos and enjoying your deep dive course. So much to learn. Thank you very much. I appreciate that, Mike. Thanks for dropping a comment. Vienna. Yeah, we could probably do that. Got some other requests I got to get to first. Well, thank you very much. Gerbano from Milano, nice, says, I followed my course to the letter, and I place confidently. You are the inspiration, forever in your debt, and thank you so much. Well, thank you very much, Gerbano. Gebrano. I really, really appreciate that. Thank you for taking the time to drop a comment. Okay, I think what I might do now, before I get carried away with much else, I'm going to do one of my songs. And what I've been thinking a lot about lately, all of us have this all of us have this vision, these dreams and these visions of things that we want to experience, maybe possessions we want to have, maybe a car we want to drive, or a house we want to own, or a relationship that we want, or a vacation we want to take, or an amount of money we want to earn or something. And I think that's all great, and I think I want everybody to achieve everything that they want to do. But I've been thinking a lot about what's underneath, or maybe even better, what's above that. Like, what is it that I'm reaching for? And it really comes down to, you want these things because there's an emotion that you believe they're going to produce within you that feels really, really good. And I've been trying to nail down, what is that emotion exactly? And then I was trying to come up with things. I was like, love, joy. Those are good sounding words, but love and joy are actions. When you get right down to it, they're not something that happens to you. They're something that you do. And I realized that what I really, really wanted from all of these experiences is that I want a reason to feel great, great, great appreciation. And so I thought, well, I'm going to start reaching for as many opportunities to do that with everything around me as I can, and then we'll let the chips fall on these bigger dreams. But I'll get the juice that I've been looking for anyway, because it's the appreciation. And it made me realize that one of my favorite songs I ever wrote was basically me writing down things that I appreciate about women in general. You guys are an interesting breed. And this kind of little stuff that I put in this song, it's the kind of stuff guys end up really liking the most about you, even though we don't get it. It's not in our nature to do these things. But this song is just about, it's just basically a spewing of appreciation, and it feels good to sing because of it. And so I would invite all of you to just think about things in your life that you already have, that you already see, that you appreciate, and be mindful of it, and give yourself that juice right now, because that's what you're hoping to achieve with the other things that you want that you don't yet have. And might as well cut the middleman out and then still go for the other experience, but bring the appreciation with you. I love the way you wear a ponytail when you feel lazy. That stash of chocolate you keep hidden for when you're feeling crazy. And I love those worn-out flannel pants you like to wear at night. How every time I'm eating something sweet, you steal a bite. And I love the way that music gets you dancing without shame. And how much you just gotta win when we're playing a game. I love that look that you give me when you want me to stay. But when I think about it, girl, what I'm trying to say is I love everything that you do. Yes, I do. And I love I love the way you decorate for every new occasion, and how you take 1,000 pictures on each new vacation. I love that you still love to go make angels in the snow, and how you send a birthday card for everyone you know. I love the times you want to wear my worn-out baggy shirt, and even after all this time together, you still love to flirt. And I love the times that we both laugh till we're both in tears. I know that I will still feel the same way in 30 years. I love everything you do. Yes, I do. And I love that I'm the one with you. And I don't care where we're going, and I don't care what we do. If we're together, I'll be falling more in love with you. 'Cause I love everything that you do. You know I do, yeah. And I love that I'm the one with you. Yes, I do. Oh, I love everything you do. Yes, I do. And I love that I'm the one with you. Yes, I do. I'd love to be the one with you. Yes, I do. I'd love to be the one with you. You know I do, yeah. I love you. Okay, here's a request that came in a little bit ago. If you search for tenderness, it isn't hard to find. You can have the love you need to live. If you look for truthfulness, might just as well be blind. Always seems to be so hard to give. Honesty is such a lonely word. Everyone is so untrue. Honesty is hardly ever heard. Mostly what I need from you. I can always find someone to say they sympathize if I wear my heart out on my sleeve. I don't want some pretty face to tell me pretty lies. All I want is someone to believe. Honesty is such a lonely word. Everyone is so untrue. Honesty is hardly ever heard. Mostly what I need from you. I can find a lover, I can find a friend, I can have security until the bitter end. I
dragging near. Anyone can comfort me with promises again. I know, I know. When I'm deep inside of me, don't be too concerned. I won't ask for nothing while I'm gone. When I want sincerity, tell me, where else can I turn? You're the one that I depend upon. Honesty is such a lonely word. Everyone is so untrue. Honesty is hardly ever heard. Mostly what I need from you. Thank you very much. Okay. Another request. It's a beautiful number from 1986. An album called The Bridge. We walked on the beach beside that old hotel. They're tearing it down now, but it's just as well. I haven't shown you everything a man can do, so stay with me, baby. I've got plans for you. This is the time to remember, it will not last forever. These are the days to hold on to. We won't, although we'll want to. This is the time that's gonna change. You've given me the best of you, now I need the rest of you. But you know that before you came into my life was some kind of miracle that I survived. But you know, you both look back and have to laugh. We lived through a lifetime and the aftermath. This is the time to remember, it will not last forever. These are the days to hold on to, 'cause we won't, although we'll want to. This is the time that's gonna change. I know we gotta move somehow.
but I don't want to lose you now. Sometimes it's so easy to let a day slip on by and not even see each other at all. But this is the time you turn back to, and so will I. Those will be days you can never recall. So we embrace again behind the dunes. This beach is so cold on winter afternoons. Oh, but holding you close is like holding the summer sun. I'm warm from the memory of days to come. And this is the time to remember, it will not last forever. These are the days to hold on to. We won't, although we'll want to. This is the time that's gonna change. You've given me the best of you, and now I need the rest of you. All right, thank you very much. Nay says, good vibes from Brazil. Thank you for joining us. It's good to have you with us. Obrigado. Okay. Let's see here. Another one that I wanted to play before we got out of here. Since I'm on the theme of appreciation today, I'm playing songs of mine that are available on all the streaming platforms. The one I played a little bit ago came off an album called Keep This Party Rollin', which came out in 2018. This one is off of a new EP that I just dropped about a month ago called Expansion, and it's another one of those songs where I'm just sort of appreciating somebody. And it's called You're Beautiful. It's already on Apple Music, Spotify, Amazon Music, YouTube Music, Deezer, CD Baby, all those places. If they sell music, this is there. Expansion, the new worldwide sensation by Piano Man Steve. Anyway, really proud of the whole collection, and I love this song. I love playing this song. And so let's have a little fun with it. 1, 2, 3. First time I saw you, I was completely blown away. And I knew some of heaven's finest work was on display. I knew what I felt and what I wanted to convey, but I just couldn't find the words to say. Something about your long blonde hair above your deep brown eyes turned off my brain and kicked my heart right into overdrive. And I could not remember ever feeling so alive. So I decided that I had to try. You're beautiful is all that came to mind. I really tried to be creative for you at the time, but when I saw your face I couldn't find another line. You're beautiful is all that came to mind. Can't believe it worked and that you fell in love with me. 10 years later, going strong, as happy as can be. Laughing, dancing, loving one another constantly. Is this real or am I in a dream? And even after all this time, I struggle every day. I hold you close and kiss you deep. I wonder what to say. I want to be original and maybe less cliche, but then it just comes out the same old way. You're beautiful is all that comes to mind. You'll never know how hard I've tried to find a better line. When I see your face, it slips out every single time. You're beautiful is all that comes to mind. Yeah! You think I'd be more clever? You think I'd be more hip? You think I'd have a million words just rolling off my lips? But every time I see you, nothing else will do than to tell you just how beautiful you are. Damn, I love you. You're beautiful is all that comes to mind. You'll never know how hard I've tried to find a better line. When I see your face, it slips out every single time. You're beautiful is all that comes to mind. Beautiful is all that comes to mind. You'll never know how hard I've tried to find a better line. When I see your face, slips out every single time. You're beautiful is all that comes to mind. You're beautiful is all that comes to mind. You're beautiful is all that comes to mind.
All right, thank you. Probably a good time for me to remind everybody, actually just to thank everybody. If you've been putting donations into my virtual tip jar, I really appreciate it. It's not ever required, but it is always appreciated. It helps me keep the electricity on, keep me putting new content out, all that good stuff. So thank you. I have both PayPal and Venmo down in the description there, and any amount counts. Some people put $1, and some people put $20, and some people put $100, but it all adds up, and it doesn't matter how much. But the greatest gift all of you give me is that you show up, and you give me a reason to do this every week. It's the great love of my life to do this work. It is what inspires me. One could say it was my inspiration. Which reminds me of another request that I was asked to play earlier. You know our love was meant to be the kind of love that lasts forever. And I want you here with me from tonight until the end of time. You should know everywhere I go, always on my mind, in my heart, in my soul. Baby, you're the meaning in my life. You're the inspiration, bring feeling to my life. You're the inspiration. Whatever you near me, whatever you hear me saying, no one needs you more than I need you. Yeah. And I know, yes I know that it's plain to see, we're so in love when we're together. Now I know that I need you here with me from tonight until the end of time. You should know everywhere I go, always on my mind, in my heart, in my soul. I got that bad. You should know everywhere I go, you're always on my mind, in my heart, in my soul. You're the meaning in my life. You're the inspiration, bring feeling to my life. You're the inspiration. Whatever you need me, whatever you hear me saying, no one needs you more than I need you more than I. Whatever you need me, whatever you hear me saying, no one needs you more than I need you. Where does it go now? You're the meaning in my life. You're the inspiration, bring feeling to my life. You're the inspiration when you love somebody. When you love somebody, always on my mind. When you love somebody till the end of time. Love somebody, always on my mind. Ooh. All right, thank you. While we're playing Chicago music, I think I saw that my friend Sharbowitz out there in New York asked for this old gem.
to be pulled out of mothballs. Let's see if anyone knows this one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me do that right, though. As I was walking down the street one day, a man came up to me and asked me what the time was that was on my watch. I said, does anybody really know what time it is? Does anybody really care? So I can't imagine why. Don't have time enough to cry. As I was walking down the street one day, a pretty lady looked at me and said her diamond watch had stopped cold day. And I said, does anybody really know what time it is? Does anybody really care? So I can't imagine why. Don't have time enough to cry. As I was walking down the street one day, being pushed and shoved by people trying to beat the clock. Oh, I just don't know. I don't know. I don't know. And I said, yes, I said, does anybody really know what time it is? Does anybody really care? So I can't imagine why. Don't have time enough to cry. Everybody's hurrying, and I don't care about time. I don't care, yeah, yeah. All right. I'm not actually playing anything right now. Just sort of going where the moment took me. the end is near, so I face the final curtain. My friends, I'll say it clear, state my case, of which I'm certain. I've lived a life that's full. I've traveled each and every highway, and more, much more than this, I did it my way. Regrets, I've had a few, but then again, too few to mention. I did what I had to do, saw it through without exemption. I planned each charted course, each careful step along the byways, but more, much more than this, I did it my way. Yes, there were times, I'm sure you knew, when I bit off more than I could chew. But through it all, when there were doubts, I ate it up and spit it out. There were some faults, but I stood tall and did it my way. I've loved, I've laughed and cried, I've had my fill, my share of losing, and now as the years subside, I find it all so amusing to think I did all that, and might I say, not in a shy way. Oh no, not me. I did it my way. Yes, there were times, oh, once he got, if not himself, then he has not to say the things he truly feels, and not the words of one who kneels. The record shows I took the blows and did it my oh, yes, you know I did. I did it my way. Happy birthday, America. Fun. We've been traveling far without a hope, but not without a star. Free, only want to be free. We huddle close and hang on to a dream. On the boats and on the planes, they come into America, never looking back again. They come into America. Oh, it seems so far away. We're traveling light today, the eye of the storm, the eye of the storm. Home to a new and exciting place. Make our bed and we'll say our grace. Freedom's light burning warm. Freedom's light burning warm. Everywhere around the world, they come into America. Everywhere that flag's unfurled, they come into America. Got a dream to take them there. They come into America. Got a dream they've come to share. They come into America. They come into America. They come into America. They come into America. They come into America today. 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 My country, 'tis of thee, sweet land of liberty. Of thee I sing, of thee I sing today, 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 today. Thank you. Well, I'm going to close out with one last of my own songs. Appreciate you being here today. And I want to remind you again that the new album is on... New album is live on all of the streaming platforms, and I'm very proud of it. But I'm going to do one from my 2016 album now. And I wrote this at a time in my life when I'd been trying to do other things. I'd always made music, just kind of on the side of things. I always thought, well, that's not a real job. I've got to have a job, and then I can do music on the side. And I was finding I wasn't very good at having other jobs. And a lot of things in my life didn't work for a long time. And I was feeling kind of crappy about myself. But then I really started to lean into this thing called music because it was what I loved to do. And little by little, all of these problems started to get resolved. And something I feel very grateful about to this day. I think music turned my life around, and pretty much everything great that ever came into my life came because of this relationship I have with music, and that's what this song was about. And it's one that's very special to me, and it's on the album Beat Up Old Piano, and it's called Put Here For.
I feel all my life I was meant for so much more than what I've done so far. I've been afraid of risk. I haven't done the things I need to do to reach the stars. There's no time like right now to turn my life around. There's still time for me. I have a destiny. I don't want to waste another second of my life. I won't stand on the sidelines anymore. Time to stop the talking. Time to start the walking. Time to do what I was put here for. I've been afraid of all the unanswered questions if I go this round. Try this dance. I finally figured out I can't fail if I just follow my heart and take a chance. 'Cause life is way too short to wish that you did more. Search inside your soul and set a worthy goal. I don't want to waste another second of my life. I won't stand on the sidelines anymore. Time to stop the talking. Time to start the walking. Time to do what I was put here for. Nothing on this earth short of God Himself
put here for. Put here for. Put here for. Time to stop the talking. Time to start the walking. It's time to do what I was put here for. Thanks, everybody. I'll be back next week. Thanks for giving me a chance to play some of the music I love so much for all of you on the regular like this. If you're a musician, remember, if you're not having fun when you're making music, you're doing it wrong. And for everybody, remember, give as much love as you can to as many as you can, as often as you can. Leave it all out there on the field, guys. We don't know when the ride comes to an end. Let's not have any regrets. You know I love you. See you next week.